Books of Reflection and Stories. Tom Treloar. Memoirs, Reflections, and the Quiet Adventures of a Well-Lived Life. TomT2.com. In addition to blogging, I also have ventured into publishing paperback books and Kindle editions on Amazon, which has opened up new avenues for creativity and self-expression. Discovered Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, a platform that empowers authors to reach a global audience with their written works. Since then, I've been able to explore various genres, pouring my passion into crafting stories that resonate with readers. The process of creating these books has been both challenging and rewarding, as I've navigated the intricacies of formatting and cover design, all while learning how to market my publications effectively. This journey has not only expanded my portfolio but also deepened my understanding of the publishing industry, making me more confident in sharing my voice through multiple mediums. The first 5 books was a series of books. They are around 100 pages each edition. Around 25 short stories in each book. I have actively been blogging and writing short articles since I retired in 2006. Many of these stories are included in these books and other stories that have been written for these books. They are ideal for the commuter and others that just need to fill a short amount of time where the story is short and to the point. There are many types of genres and subjects. Book 5 was composed a few months prior to Halloween and I thought I would try something different. Everyone likes spooky, creepy stories on Halloween. So, I thought I would compose a book of stories for Halloween. Are strange and scary. Friends have commented that they couldn't finish the book because they were too strange and scary. This book has been one of the most popular publications. A collection of spooky stories designed for casual readers, this book offers an escape into various thrilling worlds. Each story is crafted to keep readers engaged, making it accessible for newcomers to the genre. Ranging from factual to whimsical, these tales blend truth and imagination, entertaining while providing insight into real-life events. They spark creativity through eerie encounters and mysterious happenings, challenging how readers perceive reality. Perfect for commuters looking for a quick night reading when suspense lingers in the air, these stories invite readers to explore the human experience and reflect on the nature of fear and bravery. Immigration policies across the world. 93 pages. Since illegal immigration was a hot topic last summer, I wondered, what are the immigration policies around the world? Intrigued by the complexities and nuances of this global issue, I decided to delve deeper. I went to various AI sources, Gemini, Copilot, Grok, and asked for immigration policies in 9 countries throughout the world. It was fascinating to see how different nations, each with their unique cultural, economic contexts, handle immigration. Some countries adopted strict, enforcement-heavy approaches, while others embraced more lenient, humanitarian policies that welcomed immigrants as valuable contributors to society. This comparative study not only broadened my understanding but also highlighted the diverse challenges and opportunities faced by immigrants globally. Inspired by these revelations, I then came up with the idea to compose a comprehensive book that encapsulates these findings and publish it alongside my other publications, hoping to foster a greater awareness and discussion around this pressing issue. Since I had a good response to stories for Halloween, I thought, why not a book for New Year's Eve? The Last Countdown. Step into a New Year's Eve unlike any other in The Last Countdown, a witty, fast-paced mystery where 5 friends stumble into a hidden world of secret rooms, time-bending artifacts, and a clock that doesn't just mark midnight, it controls it. When the legendary clock vanishes, the group is thrust into a race against unraveling time, hunted by a man who believes the world should freeze forever. Equal parts humor, heart, and high-stakes magic, this story turns the ticking of a clock into the pulse of an unforgettable adventure. This is a 99-page mystery, not a collection of short stories. I now have the bug. This book publishing is fun and challenging. Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing is a great platform. The only investment I made is my time. I don't have to search for a publisher that is willing to take the chance on my unprofessional experience or buy any large quantities of books. The only investment I have is my time. Since I am retired, I have many hours of that. The lives we didn't live. This is about a strange dream I had, and I wanted to share it. It was a significant event in my life. Small book, only 30 pages. When Tom drifts into sleep one ordinary night, he's pulled into a vivid dream where Sandra has grounded, quietly magnetic grade school companion he hasn't thought of in 40 years appears exactly as she was in high school. She shows him 3 lives they might have lived together, each one tender, unsettling, and impossibly real. Shaken awake, Tom searches for her, only to discover she died 3 days earlier. What follows is a decades-long reflection on connection, timing, and the mysteries that refuse to fade. 3 Days After Sandra is a haunting, heartfelt novella about the questions we never knew we asked, the lives we never lived, and the quiet ways the past sometimes reaches forward not to change our path, but to remind us that it mattered. Halloween and one around New Year's, why not Valentine's Day? Valentine's Promise, a romance tale. Valentine's Promise is a tender, time-spanning love story about 2 people whose hearts find each other again and again through every season of life. From an unexpected Valentine's Day beginning to a lifetime of shared laughter, whispered vows, children born on the same enchanted date, Lee and Mallory Collins build a marriage shaped by devotion and destiny. As their family grows and the years unfold, they discover that true romance isn't found in grand gestures, but in the quiet, everyday moments that bind 2 souls together. Warm, luminous, and deeply heartfelt, this novel celebrates a love that endures, a family that blossoms, and the beautiful truth that some promises are written long before we know to make them. The Dreamer in the Doorway. 91 pages. What if the person you loved most could see the parts of you even you've forgotten? When Thomas slips into a vivid dreamscape shaped by Dee's memories, fears, and unspoken comes a silent witness to the pieces of her she's never shared. But the deeper he travels into her dream world, the more he realizes he's not just exploring her past, he's confronting the quiet distance that has grown between them in waking life. Then, unexpectedly, Dee appears in his dreams too. Together, they walk through mirrored hallways of regret, shoreline worlds of possibility, and the locked rooms of their own hearts. What begins as a surreal intrusion becomes a journey of rediscovery, of vulnerability, of forgiveness, and of the love they thought they'd lost to time. As dreams and reality begin to blur, Thomas and Dee must decide whether the truths they uncover in sleep can transform the life they share. A tender, romantic, and quietly haunting story about connection, second chances, and the courage it takes to truly see and be seen by the one you love. In the end, one question lingers long after the final page: how well do we ever really know the person sleeping beside us? Unexpected Adventure in Army Life. Kindle book. Everyone has a little Indiana Jones in them. My own brush with adventure didn't involve ancient artifacts or daring escapes, but it did begin in a place steeped in history, mystery, and the lingering shadows of a world still recovering from war. It was January 1965, and I'm the U.S. Army, newly assigned to Merrill Barracks in Nuremberg, Germany. The winter air was sharp enough to sting your lungs, and the sky hung low and gray, as if it were weighing the city down with memories it hadn't yet released. Merrill Barracks was no ordinary post. The place had a presence. Thick stone walls, echoing corridors, and a sense that every footstep carried the weight of decades. You could feel the past in the air. The buildings had seen things long before we arrived, and you couldn't help but wonder what stories they would tell if the walls could talk. I didn't know it then, but this old German barracks, this unlikely crossroads of history and youth, was about to hand me an adventure I never saw coming. The kind of story that stays with you for a lifetime. The kind that proves you don't need a whip or a fedora to feel like Indiana Jones. Sometimes all it takes is being in the right place, at the right time, and just curious enough to get yourself into trouble. A Journey Back from the Brink Kindle book. A story about a leg cramp that turned into a life-threatening experience. Waking up around 3 a.m. with a terrific pain in the calf, I initially brushed it off as just another muscle cramp. However, as time passed, the pain intensified, leading to alarming symptoms that could not be ignored. The following week unfolded in a blur of worry and doctor visits, culminating in one call that would change everything. The paramedics arrived swiftly, and within moments, I was whisked away to the hospital where a life-saving procedure was performed. The diagnosis revealed a serious underlying condition that I had no idea existed, and I was faced with an eye-opening surgery that redefined my perspective on health and well-being. From near-death going home, the journey was a testament to resilience and the fragility of life, teaching me to appreciate even the smallest moments of comfort and normalcy. Time After Time on This Earth, 133 pages. This book is a companion for anyone who has ever paused long enough to wonder what their life has really meant. Through 50 tender, Through 50 tender, distilled chapters, and a luminous epilogue, the author traces the arc of a life shaped by love, softened by time, and illuminated by meaning. It's a celebration of presence, gratitude, and the quiet miracles hidden in ordinary days. A warm, reflective journey that leaves readers feeling seen, comforted, at peace. In this deeply human and quietly luminous memoir, a lifetime unfolds not through dramatic twists, but through the small, steady moments that reveal what truly matters. With warmth, clarity, and a storyteller's gentle wisdom, the author reflects on love, loss, growth, presence, and the quiet radiance that emerges only after years of living with an open heart. This is a book about becoming slowly, honestly, beautifully, and discovering that a life well loved is a life well lived. The bonus time chronicles 178 pages. What if the life you thought had ended was only beginning to deepen, after a near-fatal embolism, was entirely different. The foothills outside his window, the dust motes in the light, the quiet hum of his breath, everything carries a new kind of weight and wonder. In the months that follow, he learns to navigate his days with a steadier presence. He reconnects with his daughter, begins writing again, and leads a small circle of local writers who remind him that creativity fosters community. Through unexpected letters, he forms a gentle connection with Eleanor, a companion in grief and renewal. The bonus time philosophy is a reflective novel memoir about what happens after survival. It's a story of deeper chances that arrive quietly, asking for attention. With warmth and clarity, readers to consider their own bonus time, the lingering conversations, the unwritten pages, the people beside us, and the quiet afternoons that change everything. A story about presence, gratitude, and the courage to stay. That's it for the time being. This journey in the last year has been exciting, and a learning experience filled with unexpected challenges and rewarding moments. I doubt if I will ever make it to the bestseller list, but the growth I have experienced through this process is invaluable. From the countless hours of writing and rewriting to the feedback from peers and mentors, every step has contributed to my development as a writer. Ultimately, it has been an experience I don't regret, as it has shaped my perspective on storytelling and deepened my passion for sharing my voice with the world. I take an event in my life and massage it into a memoir or compose a fiction tale into different subjects or categories, exploring the intricate emotions and details that surround those moments. By delving into my experiences, I can uncover hidden lessons and universal truths, weaving them together into a compelling narrative that captivates readers. Whether it's drawing upon personal anecdotes or crafting imaginative scenarios, each piece becomes an opportunity to reflect on the human condition and convey relatable themes through the lens of my creativity. Yes, AI. Hope to see you on Amazon. Go to Amazon.com, search for Tom Treloar.